Hello guys, welcome to my channel today and thank you for joining me. So today guys, we're going to make some big tags for my journal. I'm going to do 6 if we've got time, so I can have 2 in each signature because my journal's 3 signatures. I've got some watercolour, it's like mixed media cardstock here. And first of all what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little bit of collage just in the background. So I'm just going to get my bits and pieces. I'm going to try and work on them both together. I know where I haven't got, just bear with me a second. I'm just going to grab my papers. I've got them, a big wad of them here. I won't need all these, but I've just got no room to put anything, guys. Let's put them down there for the time being and let's just have a look. Let's rip a couple of papers out. These are just papers that I've printed off from the kits that I'm using, just to make ephemera with and that. So I'm just looking for, I know there's some like dark green ones in here somewhere. Like that one, that's quite grungy. Do you know what would be easier if I just took them all out, wouldn't it? Let's just take them out and then I can have a proper look. The room looks like a bomb's dropped on it as per usual, but at least I can see what I'm looking for. There's the mushroom. I've got some dark green ones printed off somewhere. I don't know where they are. Well, I'm sure I did anyway, unless I need to print. I've used them and I need to print some more. I don't have them. That's that one. Right, that'll do. Let's have some of that Edith Holden book page. Oh, there we are. There they are at the bottom. I know I had some grungy ones. Right, okay, let's just put that over here. Oh dear me. Space is an issue, guys. It really is an issue. I need a much bigger crafting space, but it's not likely to happen, so I'll have to just get on with what I've got. Right, okay, so all I'm going to do first is just do a little bit of collage with some bits and pieces onto here. So where is this one? I'll just use a glue stick and we'll just start sticking some bits and pieces down. Oh, don't say there's no glue in it. Is there? I'm not going to cover it, I'm just going to put bits and pieces down, because when they're cut up you don't know where they're going to end up, do you? So I just stick whatever on anywhere at the moment. Let's have another piece down here. I've got other tags to make, some smaller ones, but I thought if I do these mixed media ones today, and then we can do some others a bit later on. I've got some strips of paper here, let's use these. These are all just bits that I've left from my collaging and whatnot. And down here. I've got a big clump of glue there, let's just wipe that on there. Look, I've only just started with the glue stick and I'm covered in it already. Put that there. And then this one. I need to get another one out, it's all gone, that one. That's why it's playing about, because there's nothing left in it. Right, let's put that there. You probably won't even see half of this, to be honest. Right, I'm looking for a new glue stick. Where would you be? Gotcha. Right, let's rip some of this paper. Let's glue some of these bits down. I think I'll have to print some more of this green one off. I can't remember what I've used it on, to be honest. I don't even remember using it on anything, but I must have, obviously, because I haven't got them all unless I'm looking in the wrong place. I've got that many folders and baskets and wallets full of stuff for this journal. It could be absolutely anywhere. Like I said, I'm not conscious of what I'm ripping, I'm just tearing and sticking down at the moment. Because like I said, I don't know where it'll end up when I cut them into tags. Right, that's enough on that one. Where's my little rubbish basket? There it is. Let's do this one. I hope you can see there, guys. I think you can, can't you? Let's just whip around that, the edge. Put you there, and then 2 pieces at the bottom. And then I'm going to use some Edith Holden book page and stick a bit of that down as well. Let's just get rid of that bit there. Let's put this down. Right, let's stick you there like that. Right, I've got just one of the index pages here. I'm just going to stick a bit of this down as well. Like I said, it probably all be covered up when I've used my sprays and that, but we might just see snippets of it, which will look nice, I think, if we do. Okay, a little piece there. And then let's stick that one there. Right, I think that's enough of that. Let's just stick that down. It's sticking up. Let's do this piece here. Might as well use that as put it in the bin. Right, so there's that one. Let's do this one then. Oh, I've got myself in a right mess with that glue stick. Okay, let's just rip these little pieces and let's stick these down. There. A bit like doing a masterboard really, only not using as much, not covering the pages really. Stick that there, and then this last piece, and then I can kiss goodbye to this horrible glue stick, I think. Right, let's put you there like that. Let me just get something to wipe the end of here with, and it doesn't all stick to everything. Right, there we go. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I've got a couple of stencils at the side of me here. I've got this one which is like the pine leaves, and then I've got the fern rather, and then this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my modelling paste. This is a Studio high density modelling paste. It means it's quite a thick one. I didn't use them papers, did I? So let's put them over there, and let's get my knife. I'm going to use my palette knife, and I'm just going to do some random stenciling through my stencil. And I'm not looking for neatness, I'm just looking for some markings really. Okay, so that's that, and then let's put some down here. I always use the back of my palette knife for spreading the modelling paste. I just find it a little bit easier. And then some more down here. Like I said, I'm not looking for perfection and covering every little space. I just want some random texture. And let's put a little bit down here. A little bit over there. Right, so there's that one. I'm just gonna, and let's put a little bit up there. Miss that corner and that bit there. Right, I'm just going to pop that just to one side for a little minute whilst I work on this one. And the most important thing is when you're working with modelling paste and stencils is to wash your stencil. So when I've done this next one, I'm just going to go and put it in some hot water to soak, and then it doesn't all dry, because you'll never get modelling paste off your stencils once they're dry. So I'm going to use this leaf one. I'm going to do exactly the same again with this one. Just going to go through my stencil. This will just give my background some nice texture, you can see there, and hopefully when we put the sprays on it will we'll be able to see them nicely, see the modelling paste come through the sprays. A little bit down the bottom. Right, I think I'm just going to put a little bit here. Right, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to go and throw these into some hot water. So what I've done, I've put my stencils in water, and I've just used my heat gun, and I've dried off the modelling paste. So what I'm going to do now is, it's not 100% dry, but I'm going to put some sprays on. I just want to get my scruffy old towel, because I don't want ink all over my desk. And we'll do one at a time, I think. So let's do this one first. I've got 4 sprays. I've got crushed olive, weathered wood, gathered twigs, I've got 5 actually, ground espresso and forest moss. Right, let's come in with, let's try this one. I've never used this one. This is the crushed olive, and let's see what this is like. And let's just put a little bit on. Okay, I wonder if I can do the 2 together. Let's see if we can fit the 2 on. Yeah, we should be able to. Just then. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dry off in between each layer, just because I don't want to make mud. Okay, so now we're going to come in with some of this ground espresso. This is quite a dark one, this one. So let's have a look what this looks like. Just put a little bit on. Oh yeah, I like that. Right, so there's that one. Let's just put a little bit of that there. Okay, so I'm going to dry off again. Okay, so can you see there? Can you see the stenciling coming through there? And can you see where it's all patchy? So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to come in with a little bit of this weathered wood. I've never used this one, so I don't even know what colour it is. Oh, it's nice actually. Oh, I like that. It's a really nice colour. So what I want to do now is I want to bring in some water and just move the colour a little bit. I'm just going to, and then it's not all sort of grouped together, if you like. Just wet the inks like that. And the same with this one. And just hopefully make the ink move, so it doesn't look like it's just been placed on there in clumps, if you like. Let's just, I'm not worried about the back. I don't really, yeah, I'm not worried about the back because I'm going to put some coffee dyed paper or something on there. Can you see how it's moved it a little bit now, and it's not all sort of clumped together? Right, I'm just going to put on my heat gun. I'm just going to dry that colour off now. Right, so now I'm going to come in with my forest moss. Give it a good shake, and again, Okay, and then I'm going to come back in with the ground espresso. Right, I'm just going to dry that off first, and then I might come back in with the crushed olive. I won't be a second. Okay, so I'm going to bring back in this crushed olive and just put a little bit more of this on. That's enough, I don't want it too green. And then I'm going to bring in my gathered twigs and just give it a little bit of this. And let's just see. So we've got layer upon layer there. And I'm just going to get my water and I'm just going to spritz it to move the colours. And then I'll have to make sure it's really dry before I start cutting into it. I think I'm just going to put another little bit of this weathered wood in. I think that just, yeah, I like that colour. It's a beautiful colour. It's like a real deep blue. It's not what I was expecting it to be, but I'm very happy with that one. This is a distress spray stain, and some of them are distress oxides. I do like the spray stains, I think, better than the oxides. I'm just going to dry off, guys. Okay then, guys, so what I did, I dried off with my heat tool, but it was really wet, so I left it for an hour to dry off properly, and I'm just turning the camera back on now to carry on. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to wipe my hands. I meant to do that when I had the camera off. Yeah, it needed to dry because nothing would stick to it, I don't think, embellishment wise, if I hadn't have left it to dry for an hour. So, right, let's just put all my sprays and that over there for now. Let's get my trimmer. And all these bits of paper that are sticking up, we can stick them down once we've whilst we're making the tags. So, I think I'm going to do them. Let's get the trimmer the right way. I think I'm going to do 3.5. Oh, see, it's still a little bit wet there. Can you see the ends? But that doesn't bother me, the fraying, at all. And then 3.5 on this one. And then 3.5 on this one. Yeah, that little bit of fraying there is because it is still a little bit wet, to be honest. So perhaps I should have left it for a bit longer, to be honest, but never mind. I've cut it now, and I think we're going to have them. I think we'll have them. I'm trying to think how tall my journal is. I think we'll have them at 7. So there's one. There's 2. I'm not going to cut that, I'm just going to leave it. I can just ink that little bit. I'll save them bits because they might come in for something handy. And then this one, 7. Yeah, I could have done with a bit more drying time, really. I'm just too anxious to wait. So what did we say? 3.5, wasn't it? Yeah, it's rich there as well, but that's fine. We'll ink over it. I wish I'd have left it just another hour or so now. And that one, and then this one. And then we're going to cut it to 7 inches. Nope, it's not gone through. There's one. That bit off the top, and obviously you can do them as tall or as short as you want to. Right, okay, so let's just get rid of that, and let's just tidy up here a little bit. So I've got my 6 tags now, and as you can see they're very grungified looking. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to trim off these bits from around the edge. Where's my, which scissors are they? They're ones. I'm just going to trim off these little bits from around the edge. There's that one. Is there any more? I think it was only that one actually. Right, and then we're going to make them into tag shapes. I'm not going to be all fussy, I'm just going to cut them. I think I'm going to cut that one there and that one there. I'm not even going to measure them, I'm just going to cut them. I'll do 3 deeper ones and then 3 with just a little bit off the top. Just do some different shapes. Yeah, it is still a bit wet, the paper. I'm struggling to cut it really. I should have waited. I could kick myself now, but never mind, I've done it now. We should be okay. It's just whether the embellishments will stick. If they don't, I'll turn the camera off, give it an hour to dry, and then we'll come back to it. It's not a problem. Right, okay. So there's my... Right, what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to get my glue. I'm just going to go over and see if there's any bits of paper sticking up, like that one there. Just stick the papers down. That's that one. This one here, paper sticking up. You can see some of the paper. You can see the Edith Holden paper there. Don't think there's any sticking up on that one. No, nothing on that one neither. So let's just put the lid on there. I'm just going to wipe my hands. They feel all chalky for some reason. I think it's the modelling paste, you know, when it dries it doesn't feel very nice. Right, I've got my Distress ink in Black Soot, and I'm going to really grunge round our edges here on these. I don't know whether to put tabs on them or whether to punch something at the top. I think I want to just sort of go over a little bit of that with the black. You know, if black's not your colour, then use a brown or something, but I want these to be really grungy looking. There's 2. Do you know, I'm sure I turned that noise down before I turned the camera on. It does it every time, doesn't it? I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I just want to... Yeah. I mean, if you like grungy, then you'll probably like them. If you don't like grunge, you're probably thinking, what on earth are you doing, Alison? They are a mess. Oops, dropping me dabber. I also put, when I was drying them, I also put a spray of the gold mica over the top as well. So they've got a bit of a shine to them. And all I'm going to do is, I think, is I'm going to put a couple of animals on 3 and a couple of a fairy on the other 3, because I found me fussy cuts after me having the room upside down. They fell out of the basket in an envelope, so I found them. Right, okay, so there we go. So we've got 3. Let's take 3 and do 3 at a time. Let's just put them over there for a minute. Let's just wipe that Black Soot off there. I should have put my other mat down, really, never thought. Never mind. Right, okay, so do I want to put... That's not straight and it's annoying me. That's better. Let's just put that. That's better. Right, let's have a look what we want to put on here. Like I said, I'm not going to do any more collage or anything on there because they will be far too bulky if I keep doing that. So I'm just going to get my fairies and my fussy cuts. I think fairies are there. And we've got mushrooms as well in here. Let's just put them to one side for a minute. Just looking for the fussy cut animals again. I did find them. I honestly did. In the bottom of it. Oh, Alison, what have you done with them now? Oh, they're here in this one. Thought I was losing my mind again then. Right, let's have a look what we've got then. We'll put fairies on these 3. Let's just have a look which ones we've got. They look a little bit lost in there. No, they need something else, don't they? They look lost on there. I wonder if... Where's my... mushrooms. Let's have a look if we can put a couple of mushrooms on as well. A big mushroom there. We could put the fairy sitting on the mushroom, couldn't we? Like that. And then we could have another fairy sitting on a mushroom. Like that. I don't want to put lots more things on because, yeah, for bulk and that really. And then what's this one? Got another one there. Just looking for it. No, that mushroom's too small. Let's find a bigger mushroom. No, that one's stood up. We need a fairy that's sat down. What's that one? Oh, sticking together. Maybe like that. Oh, that one's sat down as well. No, I don't like that one. I think we'll go with that one. Right, let's just put them away. I'm just thinking whether to put a bit of cheesecloth or something behind them, just for a bit more texture. I know you can see the stenciling in that, but I don't know whether it's got a bit, they look a bit too grungy, if that's at all possible for me. I'm just thinking whether to add some white splatters or something to it, or some black splatters. I don't know whether they look a bit dark. I suppose they don't, because it's going keeping in, fitting in with the theme of the journal, isn't it? See, if I cut that anymore, I'm going to cut a wing off. I think I'm just going to do it like that. Just going to see, let's just have a look at putting some cheesecloth or something underneath, and let's just see what that looks like. Just get that down. We don't know unless we try, do we, what it'll look like. Let's have a look at that. Let's cut a piece off, we'll be able to tell better then, won't we? We won't cut anything then. Right, let's have a look at this then. That's far too big. Just thinking a little piece poking out from the mushroom there. Yeah, I think that looks better, a lot better, so I think we're going to go with that. I don't think I want to grunge up these fairies too much. I'm just going to put a little bit of ink around the edges just to get rid of that white there. Right, let's see if we can stick this down then. Oh, these will all be getting stitched around probably. Well, I don't know about these actually. I might not stitch around these. I'll see how I feel. I might do. But I'll just leave them to dry for an hour or so when I've finished embellishing them. Come on. Oh, it takes forever this, doesn't it? This 3-in-1 to come down the nozzle when you've not used it for a bit. Come on, stupid glue, that's it. If I do sew it, I can catch the edge of the cheesecloth, hopefully, and then it'll stay on. Yeah, like that. I think that makes it look a bit better. Right, let's just ink over you, Mr. Mushroom. Yeah, I like that a lot better. I'm just going to stick with this 3-in-1 and make sure they stay down. I need to fill it up actually. There's not very much left in it. I'm going to stick that there. Yeah, and then what I'll do is I'll try and catch it with the sewing machine. I don't mind if there's bits sticking up, and then I'm going to set that little girl furry on there. Might do them different, I might use something else on the other two instead of cheesecloth. I've got some more kind of, I'll show you in a minute, I can't think what they're called off the top of my head. Yeah, I like that. What do we think of that, guys? I think that looks nice with that bit of cheesecloth on, doesn't it? Right, let's just put you over there then, and then let's get another one. And then let's get some other stuff. Let's just ink this mushroom up a bit. I wonder if I've got a bigger mushroom than that, because that looks a bit... Oh, we've got some big mushrooms here. I didn't know we're at the bottom of there. We could have a big mushroom with a fairy sat next to it, couldn't we? Maybe. That's a better one. Didn't know they were at the bottom of there. Yeah, I like that one. I think I'm going to put that fairy there. That big and then the fairy next to it there, dancing underneath the mushroom. Right, let's have a look at this other stuff that I was going to use. This stuff. It's just like a netting with white flecks in it. I got this from AliExpress. Yeah, I'm going to use a bit of that. Just cut that bit off. Just then there's different on each one. Right, let's see if we can glue this down then. Like I said, it is still a little bit wet on the tags, so I've not done myself any favours really. I should have let it dry for a good couple of hours. But never mind, we're doing it now, aren't we? As long as they stay on. And I will catch this with the sewing machine, like I said. So I'm going to put a piece of that down there like that. I'm not going to press it down yet. Then I'm going to stick my mushroom on. I'll have to fill this bottle, it's driving me mad. Let's stick that big mushroom there. I like that one. Can you see the netting? I'm not sure whether the camera's picking it up or not. Right, let's get our little fairy. Let's just put a little bit of ink over her. Just a little bit. Stick her down. Sorry about the state of my hands, guys. They're absolutely rotten, aren't they? Look at the state of them. Right, I'm going to sit you, little fairy, just at the side of the mushroom there, like that. Yeah, I like that. That's quite nice, isn't it? Put that over there. And let's get this last one. Which mushroom shall we have? We'll have that big one again. I think we'll have the fairy sitting under the mushroom on this one. Right, we want something else to go on the base. And the other thing I've got is this stuff here. If I can grab it. This, I don't know what you call it. It's like a netting kind of thing. But we'll have some of that. I wonder if you can rip it. Yeah. Don't want a massive piece. Yeah, it's like netting. I'm not sure about that, to be honest, whether I like that. Yeah, we'll put it down. It's just something underneath in the background, just. I'm going to try and do some sewing later on today, if I feel like it. I have to have my sewing head on to. It's not one of my favourite things really, is stitching. No, don't mind making the things, but I don't really enjoy the stitching. Right, let's stick this mushroom down. down there. Yeah, it definitely looks nicer with some texture underneath. Definitely. Well, I think so anyway. I don't know whether you'd agree. Now, do we want that little fairy there? Sat in the leaves. Oops. Don't want to get that all knotted up. Right, let's stick you down then. Now I will stick some coffee dyed paper on the back of these. I won't do them in the video because I'm going to let them dry first. So there's those three with the fairies on. I'll show you them properly at the end. Let's just pop them to one side for a minute to be drying. And let's bring in the other three. Right. Now then, let's have a look at these fussy cuts, see if there's anything big enough to go on these. There might not even be anything that I want on them, to be honest. Got that deer. No, these are all small. That's a bit of a disappointment. What's that one? Squirrel. Maybe we could put them on, but put some woodland words on. I've got a fox there as well. A big owl. Do you know, I know what I've got in one of my boxes. I'm almost sure I've got a big owl. Let's just have a look in my bird box and see, because they're not really big enough. I like that little squirrel on there, and I like that deer. Let's just see if have a look in this bird thing. I'm sure I've got an owl in here. Or have I used it? There we go. Thought I did. I've been waiting for the right project, and here it is. I'm not going to put anything underneath these. I'm just going to leave them as they are. So that's the squirrel. Let's just put some ink around the edge of the owl. Just get rid of the white, you know, where I've fussy cut it. And we'll have a look for some words to go on these. I need to cut that. I need to cut the deer's antlers. Oh, this should be fun. Now watch me cut them off. I'm no good in small spaces. I'm not very good with a craft knife, so there's no point me even pretending to get that out to fussy cut with. There we go. Let's just see if I can... Oh, there we go. That's not too bad actually. Just cut that up there a little bit. Right, okay. Let's just put a bit of ink over his antlers. A bit on his back there. Right, now then, no, I'm not going to put anything else on there. I'm not going to put any fabric or anything. I'm just going to put them down because I think they look nice like that, don't they? I might put a little bit of cheesecloth under a word at the top or something like that. Let's just glue these down for now. My fingers are so gluey. So it's quite a long process doing the backgrounds and drying off and whatnot, and like I said, if you're going to have a go, leave them to dry properly before you start messing with them. I should have done that really. I thought an hour would have been long enough, but it wasn't. It could have done with a bit longer. Right, there's that one. Let's stick this owl down. Okay, stick him there. Like that. That background looks nice. I'm pleased with that. I really am. It looks nice. Yeah. Let's just trim that little bit off the back of it. They'll definitely have to have some coffee dyed paper on the back or some ledger paper or something to be journaled on. Yeah, I thought these animals were a bit bigger than this. I've got another one somewhere. I'm going to have a look, see if I can find that on my laptop and print that out, because I think it's got bigger images than this one, but these are okay for now. That squirrel there like that. Right, let's just put the lid on there for a minute, and I just want to find now the woodland words that I've got. They're either woodland or botanical. Right, let's have a look what we've got here. So what does that say? And into the forest I go to lose my mind and find my soul. We'll have that one there. Moss covered trees. Let's have a look what the other ones say. Some of them may be a little bit too big. I took a walk in the woods and came out taller than the trees. That's a bit big. What does that say? Into the woods. We'll have that one there. So we want one on the little squirrel now. What does that say? Look deep into nature and then you will understand everything. Albert Einstein, John Muir, and it doesn't say on that one. Right, let's just put that in there. Trying to keep the furry ones separate from the botanical ones. Right, let's just put a little bit of ink around the edges of these. And my brown one. Don't think we want a butterfly. I think I am going to pop some butterflies throughout and a couple of flowers, you know, on the furry images and that. Once we start sorting the signature. Well, I've got my signatures sorted, but I've not showed you them yet, have I? So I'll do that. Show you what I'm going to plan. Well, I think what I'm planning to do with the cover. I'm just going to put a little piece of, do you know what? I think I might put a piece of this one. I think this looks nice. No, you can't see it. Let's put a piece of this. Or a piece of this. What's this? This was just some tulle that I sprayed with one of my sprays. I think it was the forest moss that I sprayed it with. Let's just see if we put a little bit of that, yeah, under the sentiment. I mean, you can't see it unless you're close up, which doesn't really do anything really, does it? Let's have a look at a piece of that and see if that looks better, or a piece of green fabric or something. Got some green fabric there. If this doesn't work, what have I just done with that now? Yeah, it needs to be that, I think, then we can see it. Right, let's just, this is all ripped, this one. I need to get some more coffee dyed. Right, let's cut 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue down. I'm just going to stick that on there like that. And then I'm going to stick that into the woods on. Stick that down there. Right, let's just trim that off a little bit. Yeah, that looks better. We'll leave that one there. Let's put this on. Spread that out a little bit more. Oops. Stick that down. Like that. Yeah, that looks nice. And then a piece at the top here. Now I can't decide what I want to do with the top of them. I don't know whether I want to put ribbon on or twine, or just want to put a, you know, I don't know what. Sorry about that, guys, it was my daughter. Oh, we've had some interruptions with this video today, haven't we? I just don't seem to be getting anywhere. I'm just looking for my slot punch. I think I'm going to do a mixture. We'll do a punch in that one. We'll do a punch in that one and a punch in that one. And then I think we'll put some tabs on the top of the others. Right, what can we put in there? I want some ribbon or some twine. Let's have a look what we've got in here. Right, that piece of this will do. I'm just going to put that through there if it'll fit. Let's put it upside down and then I can fix it the right way. Right, and I'm just going to put a staple in there if I can find my stapler. I don't want to knot it, I'd rather have a staple. So we'll put that in there. We'll put some more, what have I got in that one? Let's put that in there. Do the same again. Oh, there'll be some editing to do in this video. There's stopping and starting I've been doing today, won't there? Right, that's them. And then we want some fabric to put on the others. Don't even know how long my camera records for before it cuts off. Oh, we're over an hour, but it won't be that when I've edited it. I'll edit everything out. Right, so there's that. Now we want some green fabric. Let's have some of this to make some tabs with. I want it really grungy, scruffy looking, so yeah, my daughter's getting ready to start a new job for the NHS, but she needed proof of what vaccination she's had as a child. Well, she's 25, you know, and off the top of my head, and I think, well, I'm almost 100% sure she had everything that she was entitled to as a baby. But obviously they need proof, so she needs to get onto the GP and sort that out. Right, yeah, I like that with that fabric there. So there's that one. Yep, and then another piece for this one. I don't know whether I want. Yeah, we're just going to put one staple in that one. I might even change that. I'm not sure whether I like that 100%, but we'll leave it for now. I might put an eyelet in it. Put some ribbon through it on the furries. We'll see. I'll just put it on for now. I can always change it if I don't like it. No, I don't like that. Just put it down a little bit. It's a bit too big. That's better. Oh, I can't do it. I'm all fingers and thumbs. Right, I'll try again. Right, there we go. So I think we've done, guys. Let's have a look at what we've got then. So we've got that one there with the squirrel, that one with the deer, that one, the owl, and then those two there. So then, guys, there's our project done for today. I'm sorry about the interruptions, camera on, camera off, but you hopefully won't know I've done it when I've edited the video. So until next time, guys, you see them there. Thank you so much for stopping by to watch. Have a lovely day and take care. Bye.